Hey, my name is PolishLynx and we continue Katawa Shoujo. Yes, once I've started, it's going to be going until the end for sure. Act 1, Life Expectancy, where, well, the title we've kind of seen at the end of the previous episode, and now we are getting to it. So, yeah, the gate looked far too pompous for what it was. Why do you think so? In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Oh, I forgot that the keyboard doesn't work for some reason with it. Options? Nope. Okay. Red bricks, black raw iron and grey plaster assembled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. What? Okay, I don't know. To me it seems welcoming, to be honest, but okay. I mean, our MC likes to complain. Technically, I like to complain as well, so whatever. But over here I'm complaining about him complaining. Never mind. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Depends on the school. Like, my primary and junior high schools didn't have any kind of gates. You get straight the entrance basically from the street. My high school, well, technically there was a gate, but it was like literally a gate that you would have to a usual everyday average house. Something like this, I guess, only at my university. Anyway, have I read this? I don't remember already. Anyway, I wonder if it looked like what a gate for. Oh, okay. I've got onto this tray like this of the gates because I read this. Okay. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long. So I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Yeah. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there is supposed to be someone waiting for me. Oh. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. Yes, it looks very nice. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. Again, I would say that universities look like that. More like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all the other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have it. Yeah, you have to take it as it is, as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. God damn, stop complaining. It's a nice place. Everything seems off. No, it's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even if I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stopped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. It is pretty loud. Surprisingly enough. This is not loud enough though. how they said that the operation rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. I honestly don't remember. I mean, again, operation room I was once to get rid of the appendix. I don't remember that room at all. I just remember there was a table in the middle and that I was put to sleep. That's all. So, why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I started familiarizing with the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I open the front door. Which I assume is to the left. Whoa. Okay, not gonna lie. One of the buildings in my university kind of gave vibes like this. A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I enter. I have terrible posture right now, as always. Why do I never go back onto that chair? I don't understand. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be... Nikki? Nakai. It's Nakai. Oh, so you are. Excellent. I'm your horror and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. Actually, he literally gives me a little bit of vibes from like the only professor that I had in university that actually was good. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch, which I did not put on today, now that I think about it. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there is no time for that now. But I want to see her. Do you have a restroom with her? Oh, should I go later? Yes. Afternoon is probably fine. We should go and introduce you to the rest of the class. They are waiting already. Waiting for me. I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. I mean, I never been transferred like this or switched classes like this, so I wouldn't know how it feels. Technically in junior high school I switched classes, but it was before the start of the first year, so yeah, I wasn't put in the center like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this is almost... I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? No, what's the point, you know? Why would I introduce myself, right? Something like this. Okay, there will be so many save files here. Okay. I mean... yeah. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, sure. I mean... isn't that normal? Of course. But not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people. But I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. We can deal with that. Right. But yeah, it's no problem, really. I think. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking, oh my god, please, don't trigger yourself again, man. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down The third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for the class 3-3. Wait, that's how you name it? Like with 2 numbers? Why? Over here it's, you know, 3A, 3B, 3C. It's easier. Actually, it doesn't matter, it's the same. Okay. Muto opens the door and enters. That... wow. Who decided to put that freaking painting there? Why? We are getting rid of it if there is a chance. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Again. I hesitated for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah. Get a grip, man! With a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Yo, she's cute. I mean, bottom right. Can we date her? I follow the teacher to the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. No, I'm serious. Can we or can we not? Because she is great. I like her. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high. And there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. Why is she holding her hand like this, by the way? This one has some injury on the head, okay. Okay, is there anything noticeable still? Okay, I think the guy in top right corner might have something wrong with one of the legs. I mean... it looks like it, right? And the girl that I, you know, straight out liked seems to has something to her head happened. And to be honest, I think I know what it might have been. What might have been the doing of here. I mean, with the others, there isn't really anything noticeable, so, yeah. 4 people where you basically can notice something is not correct, I would say. Anyway. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath. What? What shelf underneath? Where? How does this work? For books and wooden chairs with for books? What? I do literally need just the goddamn shelf, the main shelf. I totally was looking for something underneath still. I don't see that. Wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient and will definitely give your ass a pain. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. Of course they do. But why would they be here? Okay, so as I said, this guy has problems with walking, I assume. And unfortunately kids are ruthless, so that's kind of understandable why he'll be here. I don't know what's up with the girl next to him. I still don't know. She's hiding her face, so this kind of suspicious, and I wish this was full. Okay, I can look on the recording, I guess. There seems to be something red on her hand as well, but other than that, I can't really see much. Going back row, I guess. Those two I don't know. Center row, again. Those two from the left, I do not know. This guy, I don't know. He looks like he got hit in the head. That's about it, really. But maybe there is more to it. From the left, at the bottom. Okay, the guy, I'm not sure. Okay, the girl in the center, I'm not sure. I think it's a sleeve. But something might have been going on with her hand as well. But I think it's a sleeve only. And over here... Okay, my suspicion is cuts, okay, on the hand. And yeah. Anyway. I will be really going on to tangent a lot here. Oh, there is more? Wait, that's Ritsu. What is Ritsu doing in this school? You know, Kaon. So, come on. You won't tell me you didn't think this is not Ritsu if you have watched Kaon. This is so rare. Okay, they are probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only just not immediately obvious. Well, wow, you don't say, man. Then notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand, and it's a little jarring. What? What? Okay, I don't see anything with... Okay, you have a bad knee. I see that. The guy over here, I don't know. This girl for... Yo. Both legs. Oh boy. That must be tough to live with. The pink-haired girl... I don't know. Okay, the glasses girl, also no clue what might have happened here. Ritsu, again, I don't know. And, well, this guy, I don't know, clearly eats too much or something and has no control over it. We'll see. Maybe we'll find out about everyone, eventually. Despite the natural I mean, okay. What was this? The missing thumb? To be honest... missing thumb? Okay, I'm surprised this would... You think this would make you, you know, missing a thumb would make you go to that school, special school, I guess? I don't think so. But then again, who am I to decide that? Actually, he's not really the uncle, but he's in the family. Oh my god. How do you describe someone like this? Let's say an uncle, whatever, because I honestly don't know that connection, how it's called. So, he literally misses this one and... No, middle one, I think those two, no. Or those two? Yeah, he misses those two fingers. But it's because of the work, you know. So it didn't happen before he started working in the production company, but I don't remember what kind of company it was exactly when that happened. Whatever. Let's continue. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. Yo! I was supposed to do it my own. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. Huh? A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Was it the one... Come on. Camera, can you move back? Was it the one, you know, doing that, literally? There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers. I was talking about that already. At the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Yeah, wait for you when you notice that girl for... That must, seriously... That must be really rough. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language. Sign language! She peers at me over the rims of their glasses. Then goes back to whatever she's doing. Is it the glasses? Wait, there was only one girl with glasses, right? She's kind of cute. So is the chair-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I did not scare her the moment I walked in. Please, welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Wait. Have I not noticed that? I cringe a little. No, I don't, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading, and now I cringe. No, I don't. I don't care how you call it. And soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. Yeah, but what you are supposed to say, come on. I end up saying nothing and the teacher picks up from there. I mean, what do you say at something like this, really? Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, for a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing lots at me. It would have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Okay, can we really get the camera back? Because I did not notice if the girl, one of the girls, was missing the arm. I want to confirm it. Actually, show image. Okay, that's not what I meant. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. Yeah, it does. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist. Oh. Okay. That ends in a bandage stump. I did not notice that. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that will give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Sure. Group work. Yeah, I just don't like group works. Yeah, it's fine with me, man. Sensei. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. Hakamichi. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eye waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. I mean, nothing we could get like this, I guess. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too! But I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi, Shin-chan! So, glasses girl. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her. The one I was so using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short hair, yet carefully neatly brushed hair. A pair of oval-shaped glasses balance on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakabichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You will be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you?"
I can see the line. You're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you'd think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her.
Whoa.
I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too.
Huh. Huh. Well, guess we are learning the sign language today.
You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course, he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very nice person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Shi-chan, right?
Shi-chan.
Yeah, it fits, doesn't it?
Did I say that out loud? It's just surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how.
It fits! You just look like I imagined.
Yeah,
you look just like a Shi-chan.
what? I wonder why everyone seems to think that. Hakami taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other, excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her.
I mean, I guess there is also the option of writing on paper or on the phone or something, right? I don't know sign language.
Do you like the school so far? We can show around if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. This would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Why are you angry?
That's so good! You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there, not just with school either. Always! Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan?
Learn about where we're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. She's kind of right though. Maybe not as far as convenience store, but I did look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything. And Misha sighs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply.
You look down, are you okay? Don't take the wrong way, please! I hate when people are afraid to ask questions! That's how people learn things! By asking! Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop being like you just failed the test!
Alright.
Oh, another thing! You don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakabichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan!
Oh, she's blushing for.
Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yeah, Shizune is fine.
Okay, that would be a lot easier for me too. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. No, I didn't. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess.
Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment! We should start work now though, or Shi-chan will get mad!
The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish before the end of class.
Woohoo! That too!
Shizune glares at two of us impatiently. I don't know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.
After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Good. Let's do it. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class. Despite our late start, Shun and Misha are really capable. They are quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work, and I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. That creepy freaking painting. Without knowing what else do I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and all the modern in contrast to the classic exterior. I don't know. Its big windows open the courtyard towards the main gate. Oh boy. Sorry.
It's the cafeteria!
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Why would you say that? Dude, what? Why are you complaining about this now? You have more options than normal. I pick something random and follow. She's on the table, sitting opposite her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe look at the person who talks to you is proper and polite.
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything! We're a guide, so you should ask if there is something.
I wonder. I don't know. Let's save the game first. Okay, ask about the library. Do we need to know about the library? Also, why would we want to ask about the library right now? I don't really understand. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't get enough sleep. And asking about her deafness. I think that's a little too early to go into that, to be honest. Eventually we'll get it, to be fair, I believe. So I guess we'll go with the first, that we know everything. Right? I can't think of anything really. Okay, you know what? This is a bit too loud. Now it will be better, I think. I can't think of anything really. I don't really understand what's the point of that library question. And I really do believe it's too early to ask about something like this. We barely met.
Oh, that means we've been good guys, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
If you say so. Misha positive beams, and so does Shizune after a quick translation. I shake my head at a somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm and shift my focus in the food. Misha and Shizune side back and forth, very unmethodically throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation inside is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we are not the first. What the heck? The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over desk, at the last row. She jumps out when Misha crosses the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into the seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally, the teacher. Getting to the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Yeah, I shouldn't be this tired at the second recording of this game. Oh boy. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I mean, feeling physical, weak, and lifeless.
Oh, that's not just that, man. I feel lifeless all the time.
Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for today. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We got to hurry already since there is a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Wait, what did you said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Oh, is that so? We can only show you that much. Come on! The nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
Someone needs to get rid of that freaking drawing. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the guards pointing out the senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. Senior? Do you have 4 years of high school there? I'm saying this as a weird thing. I believe that right now actually the system in Poland also changed and it is 4 as well. But whatever. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
There's the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
How's that official?
Don't be silly, Hit-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the 1st floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Whoa. I walk in, hoping that it really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On the white door, on the left, is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounds a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. Is this like Windows XP? His desk is neat and tidy.
I guess.
Definitely better than mine. But the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there! What can I do for you today? He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yeah, I am. It says on the door, no? You can call by name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you read that, Nakai! I was reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He just me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes? Good! Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Well, it's like hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place. No, it was a good one. That I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. You just need to get used to it. There we have it. Katawa Shoujo did it before Goblin Slayer. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. I don't remember. Even very ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups.
Right.
Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rest of like, I know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I would be. Back in the day, I would be. Now I would be actually as well. I need to return. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to the heart, and risky and relaxed is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? Very stupid, should have considered your papers. Time to make a laughing stock of self, right? Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glanced at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. You have physical therapy and such as available, as I said, but I don't think you really need to such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Yeah, like 10 kilometers run every second day. Sounds good enough. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here, I don't swim. So I was told. You are very good! At the rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Sure. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit, indeed. Wouldn't you want all your visits to be like that? If you go on once? End up standing in front of the main building and the actual building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. And I still keep thinking the most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school, then again neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The awareness in me only grows as I charge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. Yeah, I had this too, at the university, but there was Campus A and Campus B. And there was between the freaking park, little park. It dawns to my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Couldn't it be from there? Nah, no, that's impossible. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly functional and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls are doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I pop my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. If you attended universities, have you been to the... have you been living in dorms? Because I haven't. And I've heard it's actually a nightmare. I wonder if that's true. I mean, I wouldn't mind living in a dorm if I had room for own self. But I wouldn't want a shared room. Definitely. I don't trust people too much. About halfway down the hall, I spy a room 119. The nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door from 117, so I note lightly. Like, very lightly. This was probably loud, but whatever. Hello! Is anyone home? That was loud, sorry. From inside I hear a few movements, then the click of way more locks than I thought this door had. After one of the door squeaks open. Hello, Harry. Bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick glasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was... He leans close to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic.
Hisao Nakai. I'm moving to the next room. I thought I should introduce myself.
His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his head out, his smiling greeting almost straight to my diaphragm.
Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji.
Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There were some suspicious looking people going down and out of our room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Pa! You sure? Because they could have been someone too. You can judge a book by its cover.
His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gesture.
You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I should get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while.
A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look.
Ow.
Probably. What do you look like?
I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans even closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it.
Am I? That's better.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. Is he? I don't know. Maybe is he blind, or is he like super really? Or is his vision like super bad, like close to blindness? I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal like my hospital room was. Hey, I would say this is already a step up compared to a hospital. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. Dude, just ask if you can, like, do the room on your own, the way you want, right? The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. I notice pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts.
Hi, Hey-chan! We've unpacked your things and made your bed. We said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom, and...
Dot! Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hope I would have. Then there will be something to do. It's still too early. I put note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I'll be reading Akatsuki no Yona later. Yo, 1 volume a day? Yes. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I had to stand up. Maybe it's a stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day to do today too. I still am, I think. Damn! I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library, which I haven't asked about, and it seems like I should have. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents roll inside, and then read the gluten pharmacy label, which says, Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kinda twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it also, but what choice do I have? Understandable, but yeah. To keep on living, I guess you have to... You have to depend on those, yeah. With a sigh, I begin my new daily routine of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I let out again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the black, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Okay, but it was said that he takes a ridiculous amount of medications, right? I would assume he would be basically falling asleep after taking so many. At least if it's evening. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that it still looks very ceiling, like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And I fall asleep. Intro or... Was that just an intermission between days? Okay. I mean, that was nice. I mean, a little nice intermission. I liked it. Anyway, let's end the episode here. We'll, of course, continue tomorrow. For now, hope you enjoyed. This is really damn interesting. Oh, boy. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening in this game. Really looking forward to it. But for now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll continue this. And, of course, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.